What's up, you guys? All right, so I'm going to give you a recap, go over the trades from today. You guys were asking for recaps. So anyways, we'll go over today's trades. There's not, I suppose, a ton to cover. It was kind of a wild day. I started early. It's 5 o'clock now. I've kind of been watching the market all day, but I started today. If I go back to my very first trade, it was at a little about 8:20, and it was on APM. So on APM, on this one, I took a trade. By the way, this one made a huge move after hours yesterday. So we had this really massive move after hours. It goes from 2 to 20 and then back down. So when I sat down this morning, I kind of looked at that as being a head and shoulders pattern. So I was like, okay, you kind of have this head and shoulders pattern. It's not perfect, but sort of was looking that way. So I ended up taking my first trade on it. I'll show you the 1 minute chart. It was at 8:20, 8:22, and it was as it was coming back up to volume weight average price. So it was right here. So you see how it was coming up right here, and this was a fantastic trade. This was a really good trade. Hits a high of 810. So I got in right there. That was my first trade. It was actually in at 788, and it hits a high of 810. It then dips a little bit, and then right there, it breaks through VWAP, and it squeezes up to 9, pulls back, nice dip, and then it rallies here up to 950. Awesome. Little chop there up at this level, a flush, and then a pop back up, and then it kind of pulled back going into the open. Now, you'll see I'm only up 300 bucks on it. I gave back my profit, and that was at the open. So look at this. Holy smokes, look at these whips. This thing goes from 850 to 650, back up, halted up to 9, back down. And I took a trade on it. Where was it? It was right in here. I got in at like 850, and it flushes back down. I was like, okay, 850, I'm looking for the break of 950, this pre-market level. And I caught a flush. So I went, I guess I didn't go red on it, but I gave back most of my profit on it, up only $378, which was kind of a bummer. But in any case, I'm up 1,000 on the day. It's a small green day. I saw one of my students today was up $73,000. Wow, that is wild. I guess I should say his results are not typical. Neither are mine. He traded top, TOP. This one put in a really nice bounce today from $55 a share all the way up here to a high of 94. That's a nice bounce. That is impressive. So he did well on that one. I'm sure he traded a couple others, but that was a good one. Top, I didn't trade it. I was looking at it. First daily candle to make a new high. I felt like the risk was a little bit high on that one. It was, and so I left it alone. So my next trade of the day was on, let's see, I had some trades on APM. That started the day. And then the next trade was on Sntg. So on Sntg, this one was, you can see I'm green on it by 1,000 bucks. I started my trades on it by going red 1,600, which put me down 2,000 on the day. So this one kind of popped up pre-market, and I was like, I don't know about it. I'm not sure, but ended up making a nice move right here. Pops up to 360, dip, and then up to 4. And then at the open, look at this chop. So I got in at the open at 420. It then flushes here, drops down to 390. Then it rips back up. Then look at this halt. It halts up at 495. It opens here. It flushes down, comes back up. I got in for the break of 5. It flushes again. I go red. It goes down to 428. Comes back up. I tried to get in again. It stalled out again. What is wrong with this stock? It was crazy. Sells off, goes down, and then I got in right here on this 1 minute pullback. Whew, that was a nice trade. That was the trade that put me green on the day. So I was down 1,600 on the day. That trade put me from red to up 1,000, and I was like, that's it, I'm done. That was my last trade of the day. So that was, what time was that? Like noontime. So that was my last trade of the day, and ended up retracing that move and pulling back, but really high volume on that candle, and it was a nice move. KRBP, this was the other one that I traded. The thing with KRBP, you had a couple halts going up. It was, I mean, it was a nice move, but I jumped in it. First trade, and that was right here. We had this pullback here. Halts up. I punched it down here at the false halt down. I didn't get filled. 6,000 shares, no fill. Would have been a $6,000 winner. It went up $1 a share. I got no fill. Jumped over my order. It dips here. I get in here. I was looking for the squeeze up, and then it flushes down hard, and I went red on it. So I was up 700, and then I was went red 1,100. So I finished red on that one, which was kind of a bummer. You know, but again, this is just, you know, it's part of trading. One step forward, one step back. Today's a green day. I'm glad for that. I can show you my metrics here from the last couple days. So I don't know. This is the last 30 days. There's the last 60. There's the last 90. You know, progress, profit. It's, I don't know. Yesterday I was up $4,138. Green day. Today's 1,000. The day before that was 1,800 or something. 1,100. So 1,200. Kind of small green days. Just chipping away here. I'm kind of like just the turtle. Just, you know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I'm just trying to chip away. Green day, green day, green day. Let's see. Right now, filter this out. So doing about, I guess, $7,000 daily average right now. This is over a longer period of time, but you know, just kind of trying to chip away on these and stay green. Maybe in the last year, my average, or even in the last 6 months, my daily average has been probably a bit lower. Daily average 3,000. So, you know, there's $600,000 or so, but I'm just chipping away, trying to stay green, 70% accuracy. That's good. And trying not to overstay my welcome. I'll definitely acknowledge that in the last few days, we've seen more action later in the day, even into after hours. APM was after hours yesterday. There were some other moves today. If we look at top gainers right now, so we have 141% on IMGN. That's our leading gainer in the market. Big float, IMGN, there it is. XIN, higher float on that one too. That one held up well. ACGN, that one I saw some traders talking about. A lot of these popped up, pulled back a bit. Same with APM, GDC. I saw there was an offering on one of these. So it's been a little choppy, but you know what? If you're walking away green, you're doing a great job. So be grateful to be green. Don't overstay your welcome. I've seen a lot of traders go pretty deep red several of these days in the last week. And then, you know, some manage to recoup it by the end of the day. Others just go further red. So this is a time to manage your risk, be disciplined, and live to trade another day. So that's my motto, and that's what I'm doing today. So living to trade another day. We're 3 days in here to the month of May. I don't have my trades imported for today in TraderView here, but green so far, 1, 2, 3 days. April, no trades on Friday, Good Friday the 7th. Had a no trade day on Wednesday the 19th and a no trade day on the 27th. March, I had 4 or 5 no trade days. That was during the banking crisis. February, I had a 5-day red streak, but still ended up having a good month. January was a pretty good month too. I can't remember which one was better, February or January. I think I was up more in February. So I think February was my best month of the year so far. March was my worst. April was good. And yeah, we're at the beginning of May, just trying to get a little bit of a cushion, keep my head down, stay in my lane, trade what I know I do the best on in terms of price range and float and everything else, and not overstay my welcome too much. So I'll be back at it first thing tomorrow. Warrior members, I'll see you first thing. And for those tuning in here on YouTube, thank you guys for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys for the next, recap or when I go live or upload a short and give you a watch list or whatever the case is. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys real soon. Reminder as always, trading is risky. My results aren't typical. There's no guarantee you'll find success. Whether you trade on your own, you learn from me. So take it slow and practice a simulator before you put real money on the line. All right. I'll see you guys back at it tomorrow morning.